that that great murmur that we just heard may be the last time we hear it in this place. You are so wonderfully joyous in your attitudes and so numerous in your number that we may not be able ever again to gather ourselves as a college for the sake of this grand event called commencement. So you may be enjoying the sort of last word, as the college has been saying lately. That last word you may know is Zizagaton. And this, I think, for those of you sitting here, may be the last word, although I sure bet that you'll have a word or two of your own before we're done here. Right. Well, let me do indeed greet you in the name of the college, and here to help me with that are the faculty, the staff, most of whom are employed in trying to make sure you get in the right seat and get up here in the right order of line, and the regents of the college. And as we get into the business of actually handing you your diploma, which by the way is prudently kept empty until you have proven yourselves, Gene Taylor, the chair of the Board of Regents, will be helping me down here. And we are indeed glad to be here to celebrate your graduation, the largest class in the history of the college, 752 students. 346 of you are traditional day students, 162 weekend college students. Partisanship, the bane of modern politics. 39 students from the Rochester program. 13 from United Hospital. Now what you see the inequity coming. 1 from 3M. Right. 191 graduate students from 6 programs. You win, clearly. Many of them are the first graduates from the third largest Masters of Business Administration program in the state of Minnesota, the Augsburg program. I think our youngest graduate this year is perhaps 19, and our oldest, I wonder if I can mention her name. It's here, so perhaps I won't breach privacy laws. Sharon Fishstrom, age 58. Casey Fisher and Amanda Frank are on the other end of that continuum. You come from 30 states and 14 nations, and those 14 flags are behind me, or I presume they are. I'm not going to look because you're liable to shout again or do something. More than 150 of you studied overseas, and that's an increase of 50 from a year ago. 24 of you are graduating with a departmental distinction or other departmental honors, and 17 of you are honors program graduates. 77 of you have been inducted in the National and International Honor Societies. A record number for this college, so thank you indeed for that. You now can cheer yourself on that. That's 87 members of this class are graduating cum laude. 50 are graduating magna cum laude, and 22 summa cum laude, achieving a grade point average of 3.9 or higher. And I wonder whether we could ask the cum laudes, the magnas, and the summas to stand and allow us all to say thanks. That's not what it's all about, but it's a lot about that. And another thing that it's about is community service. And several of you, many of you, have been engaged in the Samuel Project, for example, or in the spring break bus hurricane relief trip to Biloxi, Mississippi. Two of you, Ben Tees and Brett Ott, are McNair Scholars, the last of a noble breed. We made them the last because the federal government lost its way and denied us the continuation of our grant some years ago. But we responded by saying, all right, we'll do it ourselves. And we have. And I think that, I agree. And we did it in the form of a program called the Academic Fellows. And we'll keep it going until the federal government gets its mind back and restores our grant. And we will re-enter our partnership with them. I should like to now present an important award in respect to community service, the Marina Christensen Justice Award. And as I tell you something about that award and its recipient, I should like to ask the recipient to come forward. And he is Paul Cummings. Marina Christensen was a daughter of our long-serving and wonderfully important President Bernard Christensen. She lived on the urban frontier in Chicago, where she was doing great work, bringing community to the fringe of the city in what is known as the Austin neighborhood, and she was killed one night while out walking in her neighborhood some years ago. And as a consequence, we have given each year an award of first importance to people who are interested in the business of building community in the city, and Paul is a leading example of that kind of energy. He came to us from AmeriCorps, and he was working at the West Bank in the COIL program when he came here. He worked for 2 years with junior high and high school students in the COIL College Readiness Program, helping to prepare them for their basic skills tests in learning English and providing them one-on-one counseling and assistance. He accompanied students on campus visits and assisted with various fundraisers for this program. Under his tutelage, students went from not even thinking about college to being accepted at numerous colleges and universities in the region. On campus, he has been immersed in activities and programs, having served as resident advisor, directing food and clothing drives, getting Student Senate involved in a campus-wide effort, and gathering resources for victims of Hurricane Katrina, getting out the vote for students and for others. And he has done all of that in part in his last year as president of the Student Senate. He is a SABO scholar, and he has been laying the groundwork for connections between public policy and service, and has founded a remarkable new organization at Augsburg that we're looking forward to bearing heavy fruit into the endowment of this college in the years ahead, namely the Augsburg Stewards. Paul, we are very grateful indeed for your service and proud to confer upon you the Marina Christensen Justice Award. This is an occasion for us to confer honor of our own upon people that have meant a great deal to us. And we have two such degrees to confer today. And I'm not sure who is being honored the most. I think perhaps it is we who are receiving the honor. But in order to get this show on the road, may I introduce to you James Johnson of Washington, D.C., but originally and once upon a time of Benson, Minnesota, who has carried the torch of Minnesota to the nation's capital and beyond with tremendous grace and aplomb, and who has meant a great deal to this college and to higher education education in general, and to American public life in general. He is going to be graced with an honorary degree from this college with the help of a man that I think he would immediately agree is yet more famous than he, especially within the confines of a Norwegian college in Minnesota, namely the Honorable Walter Mondale. Please join me in welcoming the former Vice President of the United States to the platform, and so that he might read to Jim our thoughts about the service that he has rendered us. Walter?
James A. Johnson, heir and careful steward of a Benson, Minnesota family tradition and public service, right hand to a Vice President of the United States, also from Minnesota, son of Adeline Rasmussen, Augsburg alumna of 1931, senior advisor to the Democratic Party, chairman emeritus of the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, former chairman and CEO of Fannie Mae, friend and benefactor of higher education. You have earned the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters from a grateful college. Proud to have attracted your mother and now you to its place and mission in this city. And to have won your support and praise for our service to the city's diverse populations, for our efforts to supply a part of the upper Midwest's growing need for an educated and civically engaged citizenry, and for our dedication to friendship and collaboration with your own alma mater, whose western flank Augsburg dwells. During your decade of tenure at the helm of Fannie Mae, you accomplished a dramatic expansion of housing opportunities, especially in the nation's urban cities. In 1998, at your direction, that foundation you founded recognized and encouraged pioneers in the provision of affordable homes and community development. Indeed, you advanced the cause in the Longfellow neighborhood of Minneapolis by helping to rehabilitate Augsburg House so that the college could supply affordable housing to its president, Ed Swag. Even as Maxine's faculty duties at the Kennedy School at Harvard calls the family east, and Alfred's dedication to football and study at Stanford pulls it west, you keep your Minnesota roots vibrant by serving as a director of the Target Corporation, United Health Group, and the University of Minnesota Foundation, and your national leadership in high policy. Excuse me. As former chairman of the Brookings Institute and board member of the Carnegie Foundation and Goldman Sachs, the New York Times citation of your 2002 commencement address here was rated as one of the most significant given that year and vaulted you yet higher in national standing. President Crane, I present to you James A. Johnson, candidate for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Now we got another couple of fancy words, and then we got English. Salaway, doctor. And now I ask Jim that you come to the podium and respond to all this. Thank you very much for accepting this degree.
I'm deeply honored to be here, and it's with great gratitude that I accept this degree. My mother did come here in 1927 from Pennock, Minnesota, graduate of Wilmer High School, and came for a wonderful experience that she talked about throughout the time I was growing up. When she left here in 1931, she went to be a teacher, initially in northern Minnesota.
Samantha A. Robson, Ethiopia G. Galeta, Hamza Ahmed Yusuf, Ahmed Y. Mohammed, Heather Rose Howard, cum laude, Kyle Lynn Fritzy, Jennifer Beth Anderson, magna cum laude, Leatrice Janelle Carrillo, Stephanie Michelle Eisenshank, Eric Rand Engine, Jenna Eileen Boucher, magna cum laude, departmental honors in chemistry. Kristen Lynn Raynon, summa cum laude. Alan Fuller, magna cum laude. Casey Robert Yoder, Jason John Rutz, Brent B. Marin, Eric Scardunas, summa cum laude, departmental honors history, honors program. Aaron James Smith, Peter Zachary Wilson, Eric Lund.